Hey everybody, just a quick message from Bald and Bonkers Network. We would like to remind everybody that certain topics of discussion may not be comfortable for all listeners. Certain viewpoints may not reflect those of our partners, sponsors, affiliates, our hosts, or that of our guests. We would like to encourage everybody to keep a respectful and open climate of discussion for all topics, no matter how disturbing they may be. So viewer discretion is advised.
Certain paranormal events taking place, yet these things are happening, and they are happening more. So we need to have a discussion. We need to have an unfiltered, unbiased discussion and get as many people involved to realize, hey, something big is about to happen. And yes, the world is chaotic. We know. Again, that's why we act like total idiots. That's why we aren't afraid to show our true colors. But at the end of the day, you can't argue that perhaps we are on the verge of some of the greatest discoveries mankind has ever experienced.
And that is why we bring you the Bald and Bonkers Show.
Baby, you can get on my boat and make it rock, yeah.
I've just realised my phone was on. I wondered, I thought to myself, where's that strange music coming? Well, ladies and gentlemen.
That was too funny.
I know. But, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see by the title tonight, we're going to be talking about frauds in the paranormal. And we thought we'd invite a couple of people on. Lex Paranormal was going to be joining us. He probably will join soon. And we've also got our good friend, Mike, the Naked Bigfoot. So how are you, Mike? Are you looking forward to tonight?
I really, really am. And I'm glad you put that viewer discretion is advised shit on there, because this is a topic that really grinds my gears.
Oh yeah. Well, can something, Mike? You can speak your mind. You can speak your mind tonight. You can tell the world what you think of people that.
And you wonder why Lex isn't showing up.
If he doesn't want to come, we have got Mike, the man himself.
They don't want the naked Bigfoot stain on them.
Yeah, I don't care. You know, honestly, but Mike is awesome, so that's what I think. You know, Dakota, how are you? Curiosity, you're sitting there all kind of like.
Oh no, I was looking at Mike's face while the intro was playing.
What did you think, Mike?
Dude, I love the intro, but what was with the dude with the panda head on? That was fucking nightmare fuel. the dancing panda head guy.
It was supposed to be like goofy idiot, you know?
Yeah, no, that was like fucking Bunny Man type stuff.
Can I ask you something here, Dakota? What was that with the kind of monster coming out the lake? It was like the Loch Ness monster with the two heads.
Yeah, that was supposed to. I think the stock footage was labeled like Hydra coming out of the water in Greece. So, you know, it was just trying to encompass the paranormal still, but keep it to the same talk show-esque theme we were wanting to do with this.
So, without further ado, how do you want to start tonight? Frauds in the paranormal. What fraud? What biggest fraud out there can you think of? And I'm going to let Mike go first.
Are you asking me that question?
Yes, I am, Mike.
Well,
who do you think?
Okay.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, viewer discretion is advised. Go for it.
People who know me and know of my show and know of my appearances know that I have one person who, okay, I'm just gonna fucking say it. Zach Bagans is the biggest fucking fraud on the face of the planet. It has caused the most damage to the paranormal and parapsychological field than any one human being on the face of the planet. I'm getting this out of my system. It's pouring out of me now. And just
Get it out.
recently,
You feel
he
better.
tried to have another talk about his Dybbuk box that he bought
Ooh.
and that he opened, and he got affected again by dark forces from this evil box. Okay, the guy that makes those boxes, and by the way, you can buy the Dybbuk box is a fake fucking object anyway. Okay, well, we can talk about why Dybbuk boxes don't fucking exist in the first place, but there are boxes that hold things that are evil. That ain't what they say it is. It was hype and it's Hollywood. Well, he took advantage of that. And he bought this box from a guy who fucking makes them online. The guy actually went online and told everybody. He's come out and said, all these boxes are fake. So I make them. If you want to buy one, he makes them. They're great props. They look amazing. He does amazing work. They're amazing props to have around your house if you like the horror themed house or anything like that. But he decided to try to Captain Douche decided to try to make it a real thing, and got millions and millions of people to watch and tune in as he opened it. Oh, Jesus Christ! It was like Geraldo Rivera with the goddamn, when he opened up the safe that had absolutely nothing in it. I mean, then he fucking he faked it to make it. The man continues to fake it to make it. He hasn't realized that he has made it.
Yeah, I will say that.
Travel
I will say that, Mike. Yeah, I will say that. When he first started doing it, I thought it was quite good, actually. I did actually think it was quite good. But then he started doing, and I'm going to mention this word that Mike doesn't like, the demons. The demon road. And it was like episode after episode after episode. And all it was houses that were possessed by demons.
Yeah, and see, the first clue now, if you want to know that somebody's full of shit and they're faking it, and they're doing it to get their own Travel Channel or Discovery Plus channel show, is when everything's a fucking demon. Suddenly everything's a fucking demon.
Yeah.
Or a poltergeist. That's the other big thing now. A poltergeist or a demon.
Yep. Yeah. Very rare things at that. Demons.
Everything is a demon. Everything is dark forces. It could be, you can go into a haunted house, a truly haunted house, and have a once human spirit at that haunted house. And they're much like they were when they were alive, emotion wise. If they're pissed off at somebody's in their house, they're going to affect you in a pissed off manner. And you automatically say, oh my God, it's a demon, because Zach says it's a demon when it does that.
Yeah.
No, princess, it's not.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. I mean, you get souls that have been on the earth and they're like really bad, murderers, rapists, such and like that, and they're in, say, a location. We'll just say an abandoned mental asylum or something, right? And somebody will go in there and they'll be walking about with their torch. Oh, I've been scratched. It's a demon.
But people don't
it was
understand.
a dominatrix that haunts here.
There's 3 scratches on my neck. I've just been attacked by a demon.
Yeah.
If there really is a spirit of some sort, whether it's once human, inhuman, or unhuman, they have to use energy to be able to manifest to touch you. Those are probably fucking, if it truly happened and you didn't fake it, they're burn marks, they're energy marks where it touched you. These things are made up of energy.
Yes.
And your skin is going to react to being touched. Like if you stuck your finger in an outlet, number one, you're going to go shooting across the room. And number two, you have a burned finger. Well, that's what happens with them. They're like live wires when they touch you.
Yeah.
They're not trying to hurt you. They're just trying to make contact with you, but inadvertently hurt you, if it's true. Because I've seen people run their hand across the back of their neck and down their arm.
Yes.
Say, oh, I feel something. And you can see their nails digging into it as they do it. I'm going, yeah, you're full of shit. You're officially full of shit.
Look, YouTube is full of a lot of fakers out there. And
oh my God, YouTube.
Oh,
Zach Bagans I blame that fucker egg for this too, because he is responsible for this.
Oh,
because you have shows on the Travel Network and Discovery Plus. And a lot of the personalities they had their starts on YouTube doing YouTube videos, fake ass YouTube videos. Yeah. But because they get 1 million hits and get a ton of attention,
they keep doing
it. They can. It's good ratings for. It's amazing ratings for for the Travel Channel and Discovery Plus. Now, when you have an actually fantastic show like the Holzer Files, which I love the Holzer Files because I love those three people that did the Holzer Files. They were fucking amazing, and they're the real deal. They don't fake it to make it. When that show, because they'll go into a place and nothing absolutely happens, and they'll look at the camera and go, "This is what happens." Sometimes nothing happens. They're honest. Or you would have Cindy Kaza walk into the room and go, "There's absolutely nothing here. I feel nothing here." People didn't want to see that. They wanted her to walk in and go, "Oh God, I'm being attacked by demons. I have darkness all around me. I see blood dripping off the walls." No,
exactly.
They're the real deal. Okay, they're honest. They're honest about what they're experiencing. But honesty does not help with ratings at all.
I know it's a sad thing because I love the Holzer Files. On Mike, I love the Holzer Files, and then they cancelled it.
It killed me when they did that. It killed me when they did that. I wrote one of the, and I usually don't write like hate letters to any networks or anything, but I wrote like 15 hate letters, emails to the Discovery Channel and to the Travel Channel. I went off my shit when they took them off. I still follow those guys on Twitter and on their all their networks. I really like seeing what they're doing now with their life and what they're doing, because they're the real deal. They've done so much to help advance the paranormal field with their research and with their experiences. It's amazing, and they don't bullshit. They don't bullshit. They're the real deal.
Yeah, it's honestly. I would like to say there's people in the chat here that do like investigations, right? There's like Sherry, there's the Smith Family Paranormal, right? Smith Family Paranormal, they're brilliant. They'll go out and they'll do an investigation. They might not catch a demon with blood spewing out its mouth and stuff like that, but they do a real investigation and they don't get many views on YouTube. Okay, I mean, and I think it's got to change. I think. Yeah,
because unless you're screaming like a little idiot, running around in circles and talking about demons attacking your body, or I'm about to say something really bad that's going to get a lot. It's going. I don't care, but here it comes.
There is anyway. Go for it.
Yeah, there is a section of young women and older women too, who have entered the field of the paranormal. Which I think is for what they're doing, it's a mockery. They're making a mockery of it. They do it. These young ladies and these women, they do it. I call them paranormal hoes because they sell themselves by making themselves look like a really cheap whore, and they're supposed to be paranormal investigators. But all you see when you watch their channel is an overly made up face, really badly dyed hair, and giant floppy tits coming out of a shirt that's too small. And they're making an absolute.
I love it when you go on great detail.
They're making an absolute mockery of of paranormal investigations because they want to show their tits and ass. And they figure they can get all. They can get all. They can be.
Of course, they're going to get fucking views. It's tits and ass.
Aye, so there's men tuning into that. No, to watch the paranormal. They watch them.
That's the thing. But then they defend them. They go, "Oh no, don't hate me because I'm a woman and I'm in a field dominated by men." No, you're flashing you're flashing your titties and your lipoed lips.
Okay, anybody who actually pays attention to this field knows there's more women.
Yeah.
But that is the most bullshit excuse, and I say it every time I hear that shit.
Oh yeah, that I love it when it comes out of their mouth, because sometimes they'll do something like they'll go on Twitter, especially Twitter, and they'll start asking. They'll post pictures of themselves holding like a little ghost or something, a little doll, going, "Oh, you got to watch my next paranormal video. It scared me so bad, and my nipples are so hard because of it. Can you send me money for a new shirt?" And I'm sitting there going, "What the fuck am I watching?" They've turned it into paranormal porn, for God's sake.
Don't give him any ideas, Mike. I don't.
I'm sitting there looking at that going,
Well, what are you talking about? There's already people that say they have sex with ghosts on a regular basis.
But no, they are, dude, they are the definition of frauds. They really are. And they're scammers too. Again, they flash their titties and their overly made up face, and they showed more camel toe than all the fucking camels in Egypt, just to get people to watch their show, and maybe there'll be a clip of them on Paranormal caught on camera on the fucking Travel Channel. We'll see them flopping their titties around, talking about, "Oh God, a ghost just touched my breast."
Oh wait,
Look,
I think I know somebody.
I have scratches on my. I have scratches. Yeah, I have scratches.
You are too, Chris.
I have scratches on my nipples. Everybody look at that. Oh, and then they'll go back on Twitter and they'll go, "Oh, you need to watch my video where I got attacked by a demon and it touched my titties." I'm going, what?
Well, this is absolutely brilliant. This is one of the best episodes I think we ever did.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
No.
I told you this is a subject that gets me all.
We have a warning label for a reason. People complain.
Yeah.
Now we have the warning label. Well, the Band-Aid's fucking ripped off, you assholes.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, I don't give a flying fuck.
Well, if you watch my show, I give a warning on every one of my shows because I cuss like a sailor sometimes on my show, and I say worse things than this on my show on occasion if I get really wound up.
Here's a question for you, Mike. What's your thoughts on that person that said they married what was that, a 500-year-old ghost of a pirate?
Oh God, wasn't it? What was her name? Amethyst Rain, I think it was.
Something like that.
Then she got pissed off and called off the wedding because her ghost husband kept disappearing. That's what they fucking do.
They're paranormal attention whores. There, I said it. And paranormal attention whores come in all flavors. They come in all sexes, all races, all body types. They're paranormal attention whores. They don't care if it's bad attention or good attention. They don't mind being the victim. They don't mind being the misunderstood victim because nobody understands my empathic abilities that make ghosts touch my titties. I mean, really? Really?
God.
They love the victim card when somebody calls them out on their bullshit. I'm sitting there going,
yeah.
And then they got these defenders go, "Oh no, you don't understand. Her titties have a mind of their own. They just attract as many ghosts as possible. You don't understand what she's going through." I kind of do because you keep sending her money so she can buy more thongs, so she can prance around in abandoned houses or prance around outside of Walmart saying she's being attacked by demons wearing a crop top and no bra.
See, this is where Dakota's going wrong when he's doing his ghost hunting videos. Yeah, I said it.
Your tits are bigger than mine, Chris. Shut the fuck up.
How did I go from Zach? See, Zach Bagans is the ultimate attention whore, and he's the one that started this shit. He brought out the Bagan bunnies out there that can flash their shit all over town like they're Sharon Stone, and they're not Sharon Stone. I mean, I'm sorry. The Bat Cave is empty. Close your legs. Close your legs. Trash box. Close your legs. Nobody wants to watch you being touched by ghosts, okay? Nobody wants to,
But that's you got to remember. You've got to remember the world we live in today and the way media works. Yeah, I mean, it's madness.
It's all about clicks and likes. It's all about dicks and tits. That's all it's about.
Yeah, when you go, man. What's that?
Sorry, what?
You're getting all this. See, this is de-stressing for you, mate. You're going to feel great when you're going to feel. We should actually open up our own kind of welfare kind of group. People that feel stressed and want to come on and tell their story.
Isn't that the whole reason why we take the comedy route for this?
But we're all mad anyway,
I will tell you what. You guys have heard me talk about cursing and teaching people lessons.
Mm-hmm.
I have a wall. Okay, there's only a handful of people that have pissed me off to the point to where I want to make a fetish of them and then fucking burn it and put giant titties on it and burn it because they just make me so mad because they're setting back the field 1,000 years. I mean, they really
say their names.
You can't take it seriously.
Say their names. It'll make you feel better when you go.
I think someone needs to be added to the list, but
Say the names, Mike. You know you want to.
Say the names.
And you can say a couple. Aye, it's not as if they can come and
Well, we
attack
all
us
know
all the
one
minute.
of
I'm
them is
just
Zach.
it was,
We all know one of them is Zach fucking Bagans. I mean, I
Yeah.
hate him. I mean, I'm sorry. If I had the time and energy, I would pick it outside of his haunted museum,
yeah.
which I heard that a lot of people get dysentery when they leave there and don't eat the donuts because I hear they constipate you. But I hear things.
I've heard that too, actually.
It's a rumor.
So,
So you can't sue me for a rumor.
oh God. Oh dear jeez. I don't know. Right. Anyway, Dakota, what's your thoughts on the fakes and the paranormal?
Well,
Paranormal,
yeah,
paranormal titties.
this shit already went off the rails before we even fucking started. I do believe there needs to be some sort of measure to actually quantify this shit because so many people are trying to take advantage, and I get the logic behind the no right way to ghost hunt line that gets tossed around. But there's some people I can't tell if they're genuinely trying to fake it or if they're just fucking idiots.
It's a combination, dude.
Yeah.
But you have to tell them their titties are not dowsing rods, okay? They're not.
If they start moving like that, we got other problems.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I think
Look at my arm.
Oh my God. I think I've got to drop the indeed in a minute by laughing. But honestly, can I get a question for you? Mike, in all your years of experience in the ghost hunting, can you ever tell us any stories where you've actually met fakers?
Yeah. I actually
for
met them. It was in Mobile, Alabama, as a matter of fact.
God.
I'll tell you what, you'll get some of the best, but you'll get some of the best people that they fake it for money. They said when it was
Ding, 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 ding.
whenever I would travel, I know you could hear the banjos playing, dueling banjos in Mobile, Alabama. I'll never. I had some moments. Yeah, I had some moments in Alabama. I mean, that place, if there is a hell, that is hell, Alabama is. But I'll shut up about that. That's a story for another day. But when I would come into a town, I never charge. If I'm always called, I would always, when I was being called in to help consult, and I was in Mobile doing a consultation at the time with a medium. She was a psychic medium, and she was having a very bad time adapting, working through her gift, and I was there to help her. And usually when I would arrive to a town, the especially in Mobile at the time, back in the early 90s, they word usually spreads pretty fast, and I'm in town, that the weirdo's in town. So I've been called worse, trust me.
Glad to know I'm not alone.
And there was a team of a team of investigators, ghost investigators. And there's a place called Willis Plantation, which is right outside of Mobile, on the western part of Mobile. Willis Plantation. And there was a rumor going around that they were being attacked by spirits of former slaves there that were tormenting the workers there. Well, a team of paranormal investigators, it was 6 of them, as a matter of fact, assholes. They were trying to get my friend, who I was helping, to come out there with them to add validity to their investigation. And I got involved in it when they did that. The first thing I noticed was that they were charging for their services to come out there and do the investigation.
All right.
They also had members of the press that would meet them out there, and they gave a little press conference before, after, and during the investigation. And I had never heard such a line. And I went out there with my friend. I actually took her away from the investigation because there really was something there at Willis. There still is something there at Willis Plantation, and it's incredibly aggressive, and it's incredibly dark, and it's incredibly mean. I mean, really I mean, I'm not talking about like evil. I'm talking about it's mean. It will hurt you if it has enough energy to hurt you. It would reach out and hurt you, and it was hurting her. And they were standing over her with their cameras and their fucking 8mm cameras going and their microphones. And she was on her knees with her hands over her eyes and putting them over her ears because it was fucking hard with her.
Yeah.
Doing this running commentary the entire time instead of trying to help her leave the situation. And I stepped in and I stopped it. I stopped it. And I actually threatened to beat one of them with an axe handle if they did not get out of my way when I was taking her out of that damn plantation, off that plantation. But they did it for notoriety. They did it for money. They did not do it for research's sake. They took advantage of an incredibly gifted young lady. Didn't care what kind of pain she was experiencing and going through. They just saw an opportunity to, in the future, make more money off of her, and to further their own reputation, And I did everything in my power to keep from catching them on fire before I left off that plantation. I really, really did.
That is disgusting. Yeah. It just shows you that what people will bow to.
Dude, they'll sacrifice. They sacrifice their own credibility, but they also sacrifice the credibility of those around them too. They don't care.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them truly dangerous.
Very true.
Is that they don't care who they take down with them, or who they leave their shit stain on. Because a lot of these people that are frauds, they are walking, talking shit stains. And if you do deal with them, you will walk away smelling like shit.
Yeah.
Well, I went from tits to shit. Look how that worked out.
I know. You went for
one hell of a fetish show.
Thousand rods, and now we're talking about this. But it just shows you what people actually do and how horrible people actually are. What they are. Okay, I mean Jack Bagan's he's a winner. He's worth millions, right? You think of the money that he's made through this, right?
Well,
you think of the money some of the YouTubers do. When you go, Mike?
And see, a lot of YouTubers that are on there now, I actually, there is on YouTube. I'm not going to use any names. I don't want to get into a fight. Well, I don't fuck it. I can get into a fight with them. They're actually in Florida, and they're considered I know, surprise. They're considered the godfather of paranormal YouTube. Right. That everybody comes to them and kisses his ring, and he promotes them and helps them get more followers until they get monetized and quote unquote famous. And he's one of the biggest fakers out there. Him and his shit team are one of the biggest fakers out there. But there's so many people who literally sold their soul, sold their credibility to kiss his ring, and he would show them how to fake it to make it. And he would promote their fakery for a piece of the action. He would do it for a piece of the action. And if he bursts into flames tomorrow, I think it'd be better for YouTube and for the paranormal world in general. So
you'll need to send me the link to his channel so I can visit.
Oh, I really do, dude. And I think you probably heard of them too. But they've got literally a terrorist hit squad. As soon as you mention the name, they dive on you like fucking flies on shit, stink on shit. They're all over you. And they will crush you. His people will do everything they can to crush you. But he's the fucking, and when I say the godfather of paranormal YouTube, I don't mean that in a nice way. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean he's the next best thing to a fucking paranormal mobster. So.
Yeah.
Again, if you don't kiss that ring, he has nothing to do with you.
Well, something, the way the universe works is, he will get his end in one day, because one day he's going to be exactly the same as everybody else. He's going to have to pass on.
The bad thing is he has enough ring. He surrounds himself with rings and rings of stupid people.
Yeah.
Who follow him, and that he will sacrifice them. They'll sacrifice their credibility, their honesty, to protect him. They'll throw themselves in front of the bullet, in front of the knife. They'll take it. It just makes no sense. He's bordering on being a cult. I swear to God, he's bordering on being He's bordering on being a fucking YouTube cult.
Yeah, but there's loads of them. I mean, it's not just him. That I mean, there's famous people, obviously Zach Bagans, but I mean, you just need to look at the UK version of Ghost Hunting, and it was Most Haunted. Now, come on, you ever seen that shit? That
Yeah,
shit
Ghost
is the biggest pile of piss I've ever watched in my entire life, and I'm sorry if anybody's listening to this that you're a fan of it, but I'm sorry, it's shit.
Yeah, that Ghost Hunters International stuff was such bullshit. But if you look at that team, the Ghost Hunters team, look how they
Yeah.
broke up, because you had members of the team who actually wanted to do actual research into the paranormal, and then you had other members of the team who just wanted to fake it for the clicks, likes, and the money.
Yeah.
And they ended up breaking up into separate groups because that tore them apart. And see, that happened to Zach Bagans too. He lost members of his team in the beginning too, but
That's
he
right.
decided to go. He went the Hollywood route too, and he lost people like Nick Groff.
Yeah.
Who I like Nick. I love
Yeah, he's a
Nick.
great guy. Yeah.
Nick is
Oh,
a
yeah.
really awesome guy. And I saw in the beginning, I thought when I first saw him with that bunch, I thought, you know what? He's too good for them. He's too good for them. And he's proved me right. He's still too
He's
good.
doing his own thing now. Anyway, he's doing his own thing. Get what I mean? And he's making it in life. Get what I mean? I mean,
it's
Dakota.
more. It's honest.
go?
He's doing it honestly. He's doing it honestly
Yeah.
too. He's not showing any tits or anything.
But see, this is the thing. This is why this community is so unfair. People that do everything right and people that do everything the correct way are treated like shit. They don't get many
They do.
views. Huh? And there's something else I want to bring up to is the drama in the paranormal
Oh
field.
my
What's
God.
your thoughts? Aye.
Fuck.
I am
The
so good
drama.
at staying out of the drama of that. Sometimes I'll dip my toe in it just for shits and giggles and get and just watch it. But I don't understand it because it goes from doing an investigation in a haunted swamp to talking about somebody's baby's daddy.
Yeah, it's weird. It's quite weird, mate, because the K2 meter hasn't lit up all night in Dakota's room, and when we started talking about drama and the paranormal, it's lit up because whoever's round about us, I think they agree. It's not that; it's just the jealousy. It's the jealousy that's involved in this field.
Oh,
People
yeah.
turn against you.
That's I tell people because I don't.
And now Mike's sounding like a Cylon.
Yes.
Yeah, we just turned something up.
Everything. I've always stayed humble in my paranormal life. Even with my little channel that I have, there's nothing fancy about it. It's just me being a storyteller and telling my stories and sharing, educating, having a good time. There's nothing. My show I do my show like I live my paranormal life, drama free.
Oh,
Hi,
the
guys.
X
Hey,
is
Like,
Lex,
braving
Raven
up
you're
to
just
turn
in
up.
time. All the activity's starting up.
Sorry.
Hey, Lex, bud.
How
You're
you doing?
just in time. All the weird stuff starting to happen because we're talking about crazy stuff happening in the paranormal, and Dakota's EMF spiking, and Mike started to sound like a Cylon.
Oh,
Do I sound
go,
better
mate.
now?
No, you still sound like a Cylon. That's so weird that happens. That's so
Right?
weird. So you're saying, Mike?
Let me. God damn it. Hold on. Motherfucker.
So-
I'm getting all these storm on the recording right now. God damn it.
So we'll jump to Lex. Lex, but you missed a wee bit at how we were talking about frauds and the paranormal. You're a man. You know a lot about this kind of stuff.
mhm.
What's your opinion on it?
Oh, so what's my opinion on frauds?
Yeah, in the paranormal field and ghost hunting in particular. What is it?
We'll start with the obvious, that it does a huge disservice to the authentic ones, to the real evidence and the work we're trying to do, because it is work. It is science, it's research, it's an experiment, it's a hypothesis, and people who fake it are ruining that for the people that are really trying to get some answers here. But the other side of it is they're all thieving little toe rags. They're all selling stuff to an audience under the impression that it's real, and they're making money from it. And I think they're the scummiest people on any platform. There's a few that I hate more. I mean, there's a few that I hate more than others. There's, the guy that fakes his Randonautica videos. He's not that bad. He's probably a nice guy, but his videos are just fake as shit. Then there's the other one the other two that made their own versions of Randonautica and have sold it to people under the premise that it really is a haunted app. So they're robbing people, and I don't respect them at all. So,
well, listen, Lex, you can say what you want tonight. This is like an AA meeting for the paranormal. Mike's ready to tell us his fears, but I think he's still got some there. You still get some there, Mike. You still get some there.
Well, it depends. I can name names and go off on them, but I don't want to get you guys in trouble.
We have a viewer discretion advised thing now. Anyway, we're good.
I just don't want your show to get penalized for it. That's what I mean.
It doesn't matter if it gets penalized. It's already doesn't matter.
Okay,
so there's penalized for using my own damn music on shows, so I don't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, so let's take under. There's different tiers of fraudsters. You can start from the smaller ones that don't. Like I said, like the Randonautica one. So that's Jasco. Teams like Jasco that just keep faking all their Randonautica videos. Faking the stalking, leaving themselves messages somewhere and then finding them in their videos, but the handwriting's always the same. And if you go back far enough in their channel to where you see them writing something, you can compare it and you can find out that, oh, magical, you've got the same handwriting as your stalker. So it's a harmless fake. They're not, he's obviously getting monetized from YouTube, most likely, but he's not, I don't think he's selling any products on that basis. I don't.
Omar Gosh TV.
Oh, don't worry, I'm coming up to it. Don't worry. So that's what you would call it's a harmless fraud, right? Does it discredit us? Yes, but it's Randonautica, and everyone knows it's fake, so no one cares, right? It's a harmless fraud. Then you move on to mediums and people, fake mediums and ones who charge outrageous amounts of money to tell people what they want to hear. And I think that's a disgusting trend. I have nothing against real mediums. I've met one tonight spoke to one tonight who's fantastic. So I'm not against mediumship. I am against those that are using it on especially TV ones, where to apply to go to the show, you have to fill out a form that is then given to the host of that show, and they just oh, is there a Jason in the crowd? Yeah, there is. You read the fucking form. All right, you're just bullshitting. So I want to go to one of these shows. I want to write false stuff on it and then get called out and then correct them on stage. And then be like, well, unfortunately, the bit you read is what I made up. And that'll prove that they're reading off a sheet or someone's feeding them information. So I want to try and do that. I don't know if they'll ever let me on one of these shows because they know that I publicly talk about it. But so again, and that's where I draw that one I think is really disgusting because you're robbing people in person, telling them stuff about family members who have died. And they believe it, and it's really upsetting for them, especially when they find out it's not real. Like I saw one where a medium got exposed, and a woman who had been there, who got over her grief because of it, was then reignited with this grief because she found out everything she was told was false. So I think that's bad. But let's move to the ones that everyone likes me talking about: Jody Dean and Oh My Gosh TV.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I will differentiate. There is a differentiation between the two. I think Jody Dean is the worst person on the. I really can't stand him as a person from what I've seen. I don't like his work. I don't like his ethic. I don't like his behavior. I don't like him as a person. Omar, on the other hand, I think he comes across as he's a nice guy. I don't know any of them personally, obviously, but Omar comes across as just a guy who knows what he's doing. He knows his business. However, he is still stealing from people. He is he ripped off Randonautica to make an app. He's got merch that he does all this stuff, and he's selling stuff as a fake. And I don't respect him for that. If he'd have come out and said, bear in mind, he's been debunked ages ago. We did it. I did it. Shape did it. All these people have come out and shown you how they fake videos. And now it's up to the consumer to realize, stop buying into his bullshit. But a lot of his viewers are really young.
Dude, those fucker eggs just won't stop.
No, he won't.
They've got, it's a cult. He's got a cult. It's a fucking cult. I really
And
think it's gold.
unfortunately, Florida is plagued with them.
Yes.
Which is a shame because I'd love to I'd love to go to Florida. I have a
Oh,
couple of
God.
friends
Go in
there.
the winter. I think it's better in the winter.
There's no point
The little-
investigating anywhere in Florida because it's all been tainted by these fucktards.
Well,
I
I
was about
saw
to say,
the
isn't there a group in
Lucifer fucker
Florida
on
that
this shit.
investigates naked?
I just can't stand. So Omar, I don't have too much of a grudge against as a person. I have a grudge against him for what he does to this community. But Jody, I think is. I mean, when I kicked off about Jody Dean publicly on Through the Lens, was I found a video of him sitting on Shanann Watts' grave with his back against her stone, and that turned my blood cold. I was so fucking angry when I saw it. That obviously we spoke about it on my video. And I was like, not only are you using something, I mean, yes, Netflix profited off of it. They did a series on it with permissions of the family, I'm assuming, to make that documentary. He doesn't have permission from the family to do what he was doing. And to sit on someone's grave and rest on it like you fucking own it makes you the most disgusting person I've ever seen on the internet. And bear in mind, I've seen a lot of horrible people on the internet. I've seen someone get beheaded on the internet. I would put him up there with them. Is that bad? Because you're degrading someone's fucking family. I know someone who knows that family, and we know they weren't happy with these videos that were going out. I'm contacting the family. You're not. You're just profiteering off a tragedy, and you're a dickhead for it. And this is what I can't stand now. And the trend that these people have started by all, especially now, I think Huff is one of the worst ones for it as well, where they constantly, like, as soon as someone dies, the same day there's a video of someone, I'm contacting them on this portal. And I was like, you're full of shit, man. I have no idea how these guys have respect. I don't know how people respect these channels.
Who was the one? Was it the guy that did the boxes, the ghost boxes? Was it?
Huff, Steve Huff.
Michael, he contacted Michael Jackson the day after he died.
Yeah. And if you use Necrophonic, by the way, I got told that he's a developer of it, so stop using it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I deleted it off my phone. Like, I don't care that I've paid for the app. I've deleted it. I'm not using anything made by him because it's automatically discredited.
It bounces right back to Steve Huff. So
yeah, so it's again, whether or not because I spoke highly of Necrophonic for a long time. I said that I didn't say it was perfect, but I said it's the only one I haven't been able to debunk yet. And that's why I was using it. I'm now no longer going to use it because I know that he had a hand in developing it. And this is a dude that was taking ASMR clips off of YouTube and just overlaying them through his own box backwards. Like, fuck him. I'm not. There's so much dishonesty in this field, and
keep going, man. Keep going. This is like an AA meeting for people. Just get rid of all this negativity.
It's people. And these
Hey,
people
Lex, what do you think about the women who go out there and flash their titties for the paranormal stake?
What? I've never even heard of this.
What? Remind me to send you some links to some paranormal.
Mike will tell you all about it.
Yeah, that are making some money right now off of it, and they flash. I mean, you should see them. They are such. They wear barely any clothing to go on an investigation, to get likes, and at the same time they're doing the investigation, they're begging for money. So
this fucking rinses me, man. Like, everyone knows I don't get any money for doing this.
See,
like maybe one day I will, and I'll be thankful for it. But I'm never gonna beg for the money because it's not. I mean, I'd use the money to buy more SB7s in case I break one, buy more batteries, pay off locations to let me in. That's what I'd use the money for. But I'm not gonna beg for it.
I'm gonna get kicked out of my apartment, or I have back taxes or some crazy bullshit like that. And they're dressed up like the whorish version of Pennywise the fucking clown. Okay. And they're doing that. I mean, they're whoring themselves to the paranormal community to get money to pay for all this fake shit they're making up.
Oh,
One girl in particular, she faked the death of her brother to pay, so she could get money to quote unquote pay for his funeral.
Oh, that reminds me of that J Station prick in it who faked his girlfriend's death on YouTube, and all his fans were getting upset and crying over the incident, and it turned out he was just fucking faking it.
She was like that. She was flashing her titties all over the place and crying on command about her brother who was dead. And the fucker egg was in there filming it while she was doing this. Her brother was
I've just seen someone put, there's a group name that Smith family just put in the chat there, Sam and Colby.
Oh god.
If
Oh, yeah.
anyone remembers me when I started YouTube, I thought really highly of them, but not as investigators. I enjoyed their channel, and then they turned into these investigators, and I was kind of intrigued into it. And I hadn't started doing this yet. And annoyingly, I watched all their videos when they were doing them. And then as I got more and more involved in this, I just realized how full of shit they are. But I do have a fun story for you. There's a location they went to about 2 months ago that some people that I know had contacted about wanting to go there. And they gave us all the juice that Sam and Colby had told them to do all this stuff to fake it all and all that crap. And Jesus Christ, man, I used to love them. And now I don't because of that. I mean, again, they're great guys. The whole group of them is nice. I've watched them since they're on Vine, so I know they're really nice dudes. But again, they lose a lot of respect from me because they're faking stuff. Mindseed is another one. I grew into Mindseed. If you watch my videos, you can see that the way I format my editing is based on how they did theirs because I liked the format with them talking to the camera and the history put into it. So I was like, I'm going to do that in my videos and I'm going to try and make it work on my end. I'll be like the British version of them. And then it turned out that they're full of fucking shit too. And I'm sat here and I did a video. I did like a top 5 paranormal channels of 2020 or something like that on New Year's Eve on my first year of doing YouTube. And all of them are fucking wank. I can't, except for one. Like I've got Hunter Phobia still in that list and he's a friend of mine. So I'm not going to shit on that. But everyone else that was on that list, I think who did I put on this? The Paranormal Files, I think he catches a lot of good stuff in his videos, but I think a lot of it is not meant to. I don't think they know they're catching it because they're too busy playing up for it. Who else up in there? Sam and Colby was in there. Mindseed was in there. Twin Paranormal were in there. And I'm currently doing a deep dive into Twin Paranormal to make sure they don't break my heart too, because now I'm noticing some certain things in videos that I didn't want to notice before. And I actually, again, I really like the team. I like the guys there. I like them. And I think I think that it's fake. So that hurts me a little bit. They're spoiler exclusive for you guys. I've got a video coming out where I'm debunking certain elements in videos. And I said that one team that I'm doing it to would upset them. That's the team that I'm doing it on. So that I'm using as the baseline. So it's just a sad time because some of these channels are so good. And then you learn that it's false.
They're too good. Yeah, they're too good.
And at the beginning, these guys weren't. They were seem genuine. The videos weren't doing a lot. There wasn't shit tons going on. And again, I love Twin Paranormal. I love the team. I love each and every one of the guys. I think Ryan and River are the most polite investigators I've ever seen. But recently, it seems something isn't right, and I'm going to call them out on it because no matter where, if you start on the foundation of being honest and then you start faking it because you're getting bigger, then you never deserve the platform.
Nope.
You don't deserve your audience because there are people that have worked harder. I don't deserve their audience. I haven't found anything worth it yet. I've done some good videos. I did a UK tour where we caught good stuff, and those videos will be coming soon. But I still don't think I deserve their 750,000 or however much they've got. I probably deserve half of that, but they don't deserve it if that's what they've resorted to for it. So it's heartbreaking. And I hate it. And the argument that people say to me, they're like, yeah, but it's YouTube. It's meant for entertainment, not for research. And I'm like, okay, so why can you take online classes on YouTube then? Why can you learn things off YouTube then? Because it's not just an entertainment site. So the argument is invalid. So anyone that ever uses that against me, you should still like them because they're entertaining. No, because they're ripping people off. They're lying to people. So fuck them. If I wanted to watch fake shit, I'd put my TV on because I know it's fake. They tell you it's fucking fake.
Oh, if you think as one of Mike's the ones his favourites is Zach Bagans, it tells you at the start of the show. It tells you at the start this is for entertainment purposes only.
Fucking Zach Bagans,
I hate that dick slap. I hate that dick slapper so much.
I hate him so much.
I hate that dick slapper so much. Oh
What's even worse is you can see that Omar and Jody want to be like him.
Yes.
I mean, like Zach Baggins opens Haunted Museum next year. Jody Dean opens his Haunted Museum. And I'm like, the ripoff is so fucking clear. I'm like, can you not do anything original? Can you not think of something? You had to rip off Randonautica with Scaranoia, which is bullshit, by the way. Anyone who's ever bought that, you've been ripped off, man. Then you got the Haunted Mansion, and then you've now done it. So you've ripped it off. And it's like anything Zach Baggins does, Jody Dean's just sat there and sucking him off, getting it ready to do it on his own.
Dude, they juggle his balls in their mouth. I swear to God.
Oh my God! I mean, I'll give Zach Baggins some credence at the very beginning of when they did that show.
Yes.
Where I was like, maybe seasons 1 to 3, he had his heart in the right place, and he was trying. And then when he realized that he'd built a brand that had to, then he had to live up to that brand's expectation and keep doing stuff to roll the brand in. And TV gets on that. And I don't think he intentionally wanted to do what he's doing now. But when he got to season 8, 9, 10, he was well invested in the money he was making. He was like, I've made this brand. Fuck it. Let's throw demons in for the whole of season 12, man. Everything's a demon now. It works with shoes. Let's do that.
P.T. Barnum. He was a half-ass P.T. Barnum now. P.T. Barnum did it much better, okay?
Definitely. So that's sad as well, because again, I think where some people are just getting corrupted by it because people are getting thrown. Like, I'd rather do this forever and never make a dime, and be honest with it, than make millions and fake it for people.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Once that's the thing, though. Once they get the taste of the money, and what money can do and buy you,
that
and the attention,
you can learn someone's character,
and people
learn
want
someone's character with
your
money.
autograph. And once that it's an addiction, they want more, they want more, and they want more, and they want more.
Like I get it, man. Like, I know that everyone's poor and everyone wants money, and when you get it, people turn into I mean, if you have loads of money, chances are you're going to be a dick, right? You don't earn millions of dollars for fucking nothing. You have to do some shady shit to become a billionaire, man. So anyone that has loads of money, people that are born into money and have loads of money, they get a choice to be a dick. People who've come from absolutely nothing who get money need to learn to stop becoming dicks. Like when you get to a certain point of when you earn a certain amount of money and you never have to work again. Just remember, these people need to remember where they came from, man, because they're the people they're exploiting every day. These fake paranormal shows are doing the same thing. They start off with Twin Paranormal, for example, start off with 0 subscribers. I remember when I found their channel, they had 17 subscribers. And then they featured on Nuke's Top 5. And then a month later, they had 17,000. And then they went up to 100,000. And it was like, damn, the growth was so fast that they probably started making shit tons of money from it within like a year. And to go from, they clearly hadn't, I mean, they probably had money at the beginning. I don't know what their life was like, but they didn't have the money they were making now. And you can see they made that choice to start doing shady shit because they know they're getting money, and that's the choice they shouldn't have made. They still would have made money regardless. They didn't have to make that shady choice. They just chose to start doing the shady shit. And it's like, why do people keep doing that? Everyone likes to say, and I really hope one day I do earn and win loads of money so I can show them that you don't have to make that choice. Because they most of them would probably sit here in my position now and have said the same thing that we did. That it wouldn't be me. I wouldn't do that. And then they do it. And I'd like to know why they do it. So maybe one day I will earn myself the money to make that choice and find out what it is that pushes them over that edge, because I just don't understand why people keep doing it. It's honestly heartbreaking, man.
I know.
I mean, they sell their soul with all this fakery. I mean, their credibility and their soul. I mean, it just slides right out of their asshole completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've probably caught again. I reckon Omar's probably caught some real stuff in his videos and not noticed it.
Yeah,
you know, when he's not too busy playing cans being thrown in reverse to make it look like it was thrown at him.
Yeah,
which is the most obvious fucking thing he ever faked.
Or the ghost stalkers. The ghost stalkers was some of my fun stuff too.
I don't know. Has anyone seen that thing that Jody did where he was like, I tased somebody for the first time?
No.
No. And it's I can't remember which video it is. I remember someone sent it to me because I don't know why they sent it to me, and I watched it. And there's like, apparently he's got a stalker, and this person had like Jasko's picture or phone number on him or some shit like that, and he keeps on finding himself. They're like, how does he keep finding us, dude? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's tracking my car. And then he opens his boot and there's a tracker in there. And he's like, oh my God, I found a tracker. Let's look for another one. And I was like, if you find the tracker in your car, what makes you think there'd be a second one?
I did see that. I did fucking see that.
And then he finds the second tracker. And I'm like, oh, magically you found the second one because you knew you knew there was two. Because he didn't look for a third tracker. He knew there wouldn't be more than two.
Yeah.
Which again, red flag. And then they knew anyway. So he maces this guy, not tases. Sorry, he maces this guy. And I Googled the fucking thing. I can get it. You can find it on Amazon. It's a fucking water gun. It gives you a water capsule to use. I mean, you could use it as a mace thing, but it's it comes with a thing of water. It just blows my mind.
He's just an ass clown, just a pure ass clown.
And this whole stalking thing was like, oh, it's Jasko's picture. What do you want with Jasko, man? And I'm like, okay, so Jasko was doing a series of being stalked that you thought was doing really well. Then you've called him, like, hey, Jasko, can I get in on this?
Yeah.
And he's gone like, yeah, bud. Don't forget to give me that $1 million for it, though. Yeah, no worries. I made $5 million from extorting kids today. Don't worry about it. And then they did it. And it couldn't be more fucking obvious. Yeah. Couldn't be more obvious. The only thing I've ever seen that's more obvious than that was when I saw a video of some other Florida guys. And they had, what's his fucking name? Lou Rock. They had him in this group. There's like 8 of them in this house. And then magically in the video, when they all got cameras on, magically in this video, Lou Rock disappears and you can't see him. And everyone's like, oh, where's Lou Rock gone? And then someone seems to be kicking in the fucking ceiling of the house. But everyone's in the same room filming the kicking, but Lou Rock's not in the room anymore. And I was like, oh, I wonder where he is. And then he reappears in the kitchen of the video and he's covered in like attic dust, like the insulation dust. He's covered in that. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that's all over his clothes. Why is the banging stopped now that you're back here? It's fucking weird. That was the most obvious one I've ever seen. But and then you do these. It's people piss me off, man.
What the fuck's with Florida? What is wrong with Florida?
I don't know.
South Carolina. It's Florida and South Carolina. The worst ones are in Florida and South Carolina.
Are you on about the South Cats?
Maybe it's something.
Do you know them? Those guys?
I do actually.
I was on Twitter once, and I remember I was seeing a tweet, and then they got pissed off that no one came into their live show or something. And they bitched about it on Twitter. And like, we're going to leave. And I was like, then fucking leave. Just quit then.
Dude, they left every other fucking week.
I know.
To get people to come
I'm
on.
like, what are you doing,
They even faked a breakup to get people to come on and watch the breakup videos.
It's so poor. Was it Henley Paranormal did the same thing where they just announced that they're going to quit. And I was like, why do you have to announce that you're going to quit? Just quit. If you're saying that you're quitting because no one gives a shit, why do you think we give a shit if you post that you're going to quit YouTube? Just do it for you.
And again, the drama.
And they don't realize that it shows off their character. If I was to go on,
free up the bandwidth, quit.
Yeah. If I was going to go on Twitter and announce that I'm going to quit YouTube, right? I'm quitting YouTube because no one cares about my content. Do they not see the irony of why they're of that? We can see the irony. You said you don't care about. You're not doing YouTube for other people. You're doing it for you. Yet you care that I couldn't make it into a live. Don't give a fuck, man. Like, if you're gonna quit. Do it for you and you alone. I do paranormal investigations on YouTube because I enjoy doing it. I am privileged that people watch my videos. I'm privileged that people watch my live streams.
That's me.
Right? It's a privilege.
When people just listen to me, I mean, I'm happy that they listen to me in my stories. I'm very happy.
If people couldn't, I know there are people on this platform that know who I am who don't give a fuck about me. They've seen me tweet. They don't care. They've seen a video. I'm in their suggested box. They don't give a shit. If I quit tomorrow, they wouldn't care. All right. So neither do I. If I just eventually quit, I will just disappear. I'm not gonna make some big fucking. I think it's about time I quit because no one subscribed to me, and then watch my subscribers go up. Fucking assholes, man.
It's because I care for you. Keep doing the right thing, and everybody loves you. Don't go away.
And then the next day, it's like, oh my god, I gained 50 subscribers since I announced I was gonna quit. I'm gonna stay on now for you guys until the next 5 people.
They just need to pull the dick out of their mouth. I mean, it's just so fucking annoying.
I don't know how they think they come across. I'd love to sit in a room with these people and be like, look, you honestly tell me what you think the internet thinks of you by the way that you post. Because it's not good. I don't know how people feel about my tweets, right? I don't put out anything bad. I mean, during the Johnny Depp trial, I was very pro Johnny.
I found them very interesting. Your tweets.
Bearing in mind, I was very pro Amber at the beginning of it until I watched
I
the
did some
trial.
Amber Heard shit. I admit,
Right,
I did some Amber Heard shit.
So I spent ages like arguing with people about the stuff, using stuff from the trial, speaking to people, and I was just pro Johnny the whole time. So my whole Twitter account was turned into that. So if I lost people during that, then that's okay. Because if they were on Amber's side and didn't like that I was on Johnny's side, then fine. I fully understand why you left me alone, don't like me anymore. That's cool. But anything else I tweet about genuinely is about paranormal stuff. It's about what I'm doing. If I'm watching the football, it's about the football. I show who I am through my Twitter, and Dakota and Chris know me very well. Know that that's who I am. They can see who I am from my Twitter. So who do these other people think they are from what they tweet?
Dude, they're ass monkeys.
If you're going to sit and bitch about YouTube, I'm not getting the views I used to get. Maybe it's because you're shit. Maybe it's because you're lying to people. And we know you're lying to people.
Little honesty check.
It is. I was like, here's a good example. When UGUE came out and announced that they faked a lot of their content. I mean, they were kind of forced to because they were caught on it more than once, and they did like a big video on it. And they were just like, okay, yeah, we've been doing it. They lost they lost a fair amount of subscribers, but they didn't lose all of them. And that's important. They still had enough to be monetized after announcing they were lying to everybody. So they could still go on and make parody content. They could make fake content now that we know it's fake. And I wouldn't have an issue with that because they've announced to the world, this is all staged, man. We're just doing it for fun, staged work. I get paid to stage paranormal videos. Cool with that, man. That's cool.
Fucking people still believe them, though.
I don't get it. There's a whole. They did a video where they told you they were lying. Like
it's a cult. It's a fucking.
They were
cult.
lying. And that bothers me, man. And I was like, and this is the thing.
You've got to remember, there's a lot of stupid people in the world.
There is, but the best person who fakes paranormal content, who's been honest about it from the very beginning, is Tim Morozov, the man who puts it at the beginning of his video in Russian. Right? If you can read Russian, which I can't, I actually had someone tell me that I knew he was fake anyway by the extremes his videos went to, like when he was shooting the spirits of a shotgun. It was fucking incredible to watch. I love him, man. And someone was like, it's fake, right? And I was like, oh, I had a feeling it was fake. Yeah, how do you know? Oh, if you translate the writing at the beginning, it tells you it's parody. And I'm like, oh shit, he's honest about it. He's got fucking shitloads of subscribers. He makes great content and he's honest. Why do you have to be a cunt about it? Just be honest that you lie. Be honest that it's fake. Stop ripping off kids. Stop making apps because you think you're cool and you're down with the kids. Jody, you're like 95 years old, man. Just fucking quit. I don't know if anyone can retire. Did you ever see that thing where I like made when I made the video on Jody on Through the Lens, he put up a tweet video and he's like wearing a Canadian Raptors hat, which was quite funny because my co-host is Canadian. So we were like, oh, that could be a subtle diss. And he's like, I heard people say things about me this week. Shit rolls across my desk. Rah, rah, rah. While he's in the gym, right? Big flex. Okay. You still got no hair though, so I win. So it's like, no offense to you two. You three. You three look great. Yeah, but you guys look great. He looks
like you hairy bastard.
But anyway, so I did this. So he did this video. So I did one back. And everyone was just so like, why are you picking on him? And I was like, because he did a shitty thing. And then there was this one person called Heidi, who I kind of got on with her. I liked her, which was cool. She got on with us. And then I started slating Jodie Dean. And now she doesn't like me anymore. And then I did a video back to him where I copied his exact nuance. So I was like, shit rolls across my desk too. And I copied the video and I called him out for it, which I'll always do. And I remember I said to someone, I was like, Jodie, public, just justify to me why you sat on someone's grave and I'll leave you alone. If you can justifiably tell me that why you think it's okay, not privately, I want you to do it on here so people can see your justification, then I'll stop talking shit about you online. I'll stop being honest about my opinion of you. And along on the whole, nothing ever happened. Obviously, he didn't get back to me. I don't expect him to, which is why I know I can say all this shit because I'm too small for him to give a shit about it, which is great. So everyone will be like, why are you shitting on Jodie D? And they'll tag him and stuff. And I'll never get a response because I'm not big enough for him. I've only got 300 subscribers. I was like, what's he going to do to me? If he says my name, I'll probably earn people. So he doesn't want to fucking do it. But anyway, There's, shout out to the debunking channels, man. I don't know why paranormal investigators don't like them. I'm a massive fan of The Shape, by the way. If anyone watches him, I'm a massive fan of his.
I
And
enjoy him. I enjoy him.
I think he's a funny
Yeah.
dude, and sometimes he
He
gets it
is.
wrong. Sometimes he's got stuff wrong.
Yeah.
I bet he owns up to it. Someone pointed out a mistake he made in a video, and in the next video, he was like, "I made this mistake on this video." Like,
He owns his dickery. He really owns his dickery.
he does, and he knows that people are going to hate him for what he does.
Yeah.
And he's respect. He's not. He's like, he does tell you, don't go over there and attack the channel. This is just me fucking around, right? But he's entitled to debunk a video. And if I ever end up on there and he tries to debunk one of mine, then fine, so be it. If he gets and if he can debunk it and it's not paranormal, and I can be like, well, actually, I can see how he came to that conclusion. Fair play to the guy. If he says that I'm faking stuff, then it's bullshit because I don't. But I like him, and I think he's funny, and I think he's earned my respect of the way he does deal with debunking videos. He's getting a bit funny now. He does these weird animations at the beginning of videos now, which makes me laugh. But I don't see why. If you're a real investigator, you shouldn't be upset that there's debunking channels. You should welcome debunking channels because I love him. I don't like Angry Cajun. I think he caused a lot of shit for no reason. Considering the fact that people called him out for a video he did where he faked the video. So
he's a douchebag.
Yeah, he doesn't come across as a likable person. If the shape became an investigator, or maybe he is one, and we just don't know who he is. If he was doing investigations, and
he
someone
is,
debunked,
by the way.
I can imagine he is. Yeah,
He
and
is.
if someone debunked his video, I don't think he'd be pissed that someone tried to debunk his video.
He
I
would.
think he'd be like, oh, okay, cool, that makes sense. As long as he knows he didn't deliberately do it, then I think it'd be sweet. So I welcome debunking channels. I think they're cool. Rick Debunks was a good one, or Exposed as he called himself. I know he got into some beef and got kicked off the platform. I don't even know if he's still there anymore. I haven't seen anything from him. So I know that he got through some shit, but you should welcome this. If you are scared to be debunked by somebody, that means you're doing something wrong.
Hell, I'm honored to be on somebody else's show, for God's sakes, for anything. So,
I mean, again, I'd probably gain from doing it, so it would be funny. But again, everyone's entitled to do this. I welcome people to go watch my videos.
Well, if any of the people,
conclusion.
if any of these channels are listening to this video in the future, want to come onto our channel, please message us, and we will arrange it for Lex Paranormal and Mike the Naked Bigfoot.
They're cool, but I like them. I've caught some stuff that I can't explain. If they think they can, then they can do that for me. That's fine. They're entitled to that opinion, and I would, I'm not going to take it off somebody. It's, I have said to people before, when I put up a video, I keep the raw investigation footage for a month after I've done the video, before I get rid of it to make space for new ones. So in that time frame, if someone comes to me and says, "Oh, faking gay, you did this," and I was like, okay, cool. Are you in the UK? Yeah. Okay, let's meet. I'll bring my laptop. I'll bring the file. You can. It's going to be about 16 hours long, but feel free to watch as much of it as you want. I don't turn my camera off, so feel free to go through it and find where I did it and whatever. If they can't and they change their mind, great. If they find out something in the video that could be like, well, actually, that cupboard was open at the beginning, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, good spot. I didn't know that. Well done. So I'm happy to do that. And if you're not in the UK, if you've got a file thing big enough for me to send it to you, I can send you the raw file because I keep them for a month after a video goes up, because it gives people time to digest what they see. And if they want to call me a faker and call me out on anything, then I'm happy to refute it. I've got a rebuttal. I've got the live footage. I've got the whole thing unedited for you to go through. So I welcome people to try and... I have someone who messaged me the other day, actually. They watched a video of mine. And there's a bit in a video where I thought you could hear a baby crying in the woods. Mm-hmm. And someone messaged me and they're like, oh, actually, it could be this animal. And I was like, oh, I never thought of that. I don't think they can make that sound. And I went on YouTube and I Googled like all the sounds from this animal. And I was like, you know what? It could be. Now, I'm not going to take the whole video down and re-edit the animation because you found something. What I will do, though, is say on Twitter, look, dude, for this at 11:39 in this video, this sound that I thought was a baby crying, thanks to this person, I now know was this. And it's cool. I'll acknowledge where I've made a mistake because we're humans and we make mistakes. I'm going to hear something that probably doesn't sound the same to you guys. Maybe I do get affected by pareidolia. Maybe something does sound something to me because I think it's going to, So when I get told otherwise, if I'm happy to do that. So I don't have beef with people that debunk it. If you don't believe in it, you don't believe in it. I can't force you to.
Yeah.
It's my belief that I'm catching paranormal stuff because I'm trying to catch paranormal stuff. I believe in this stuff. So I'm not going to, if it's obvious, like I've got a window open and the door blows shut, I'm not going to deny that the wind blew the door shut. But,
so, Lex, I have an important question for you.
Mm-hmm.
We need to clear something up right now. Seriously. I mean, I'm being serious.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had sex with Lucifer?
Oh shit!
How the fuck did you know?
Hail Satan!
I don't remember giving you that video.
Well, that was me dressed up in a red, unitard. But
do you want to know a secret, Mike? I knew it was you the whole time.
Very good. I hope it was as good for you as it was for me. So
it was great for me, man.
Hey, could the two of you stop? Could the two of you stop this? Because you're getting Dakota, my co-host here, very excited.
Oh, I will tell you a great person to. Sorry to go back on topic. I'll give you a great person to talk to or listen to. Is what's his name? Kenny Biddle, I think his name is. I had him on my show once, and he doesn't believe in the paranormal. But he's great at talking through how they do this stuff and some of them. And also, if another bit of advice, stop using SLS cameras because no one's going to believe them. Even if you do find stuff on them, the way that people can just mask a video and overlay a video, it's just not worth doing because you're going to be spending all day fighting people over it because it's not accurate. And anyone who uses them now, everyone just hates it. Too many people have found out that if you just overlay your SLS video and then your stick figures will still appear on your live video, stop using them because it's just not worth it's not worth the fucking argument anymore. I've stopped using mine because I was just like, it's not worth it. I mean, yes, I know that everyone knows how they fake it. I'm not going to sit there and have to argue with the fact that I don't overlay my video. And it's just not worth the argument. So I just stopped using. I was like, you know what? Fair play. I found someone. So I have it in one video and someone was like, you could have just done this. And I was like, would that work? So I watched it and I was like making a debunk video. And in this one that I'm doing now, I did it for this one to show people how it's done. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to use it anymore. Because same with like necrophonic. I know there's like a uncredibility to it. So I'm just not going to use it. Fucking fakes. Fucking
terrible. Don't the both of you feel better, that Lex and Mike? Don't you just feel better?
What do you think I do when I'm not online? I do this at home. I sit at home. I've got a folder. I open my YouTube channel. I don't watch their videos because I don't want to give them views, but I open up their YouTube channel and I'm like, "Fuck you, man!"
I do that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when they upload, I see. Because I'm not subscribed to them, so sometimes I look and see what the crack's on about. Because I want to keep up to date with what people are seeing, right? So I'll look at the thumbnail and I'll be like, oh, here we fucking go. Jasco's found another note he left himself. Oh, fuck.
You know, I would pay $1 million to see Zach Bagans meet Mike the Naked Bigfoot.
Oh my God, dude, awesome. That's not going to go well. That little leather clad that little leather clad fucker, I mean, I would be, can't stand him.
I think it'd be awesome.
No,
I think it
dicks, man. I just fucking can't stand people.
Look, the paranormal is going to keep going that way. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. Next they'll be saying there's aliens. Next they'll be running about saying the aliens are chasing after me and stuff like that. Okay, I mean,
because it costs too much to fake the production value for it. They won't. Faking paranormal is really easy. You need strings, cheap editing software, and a minimal knowledge on how to mask and overlay videos. Then you can fake a paranormal video. Minimal
Lots
effort.
of fishing line, tons of fishing line.
You don't want to, and fishing line is cheap. You don't want to go online and buy visual effects software that you have to spend shit tons of money on to put a realistic looking spaceship in the sky. It's just not worth it.
See, the thing is, right? I've seen footage of UFOs that look fucking amazing, right? And they're meant to be real, right? But then I've seen CGI spaceships, right? That you can tell's fake, but folk fucking believe it.
But the first way to tell it's fake is that it's 2022 and it's still filmed on a pixelated potato. That's how you know it's fake.
It's filmed on a flip phone.
I can't afford the new iPhone. Well, guess what? I had the iPhone 5, 6, 7 years ago, and the camera was still better than that one. So
yes,
I don't know.
Go. You can't. Cameras are too good nowadays to still have an excuse for this fluttery. Oh, but it's because I'm zoomed in really high. But then why did you not film it from a wide angle first, so we can see it, and then gradually zoom in on the video, so we can see where the pixelation starts to come in, but we'll see the details as they get closer. No, you decided to film it from already at 2000% zoom. What are you doing?
I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some absolute shit. Dakota, would you like to say anything before the end of the show? It's certainly all looking mystical. He's in shock after the titty incident.
After the paranormal titty slapping, I know.
Yeah, that would make a great T-shirt. The paranormal
titty
titty slap.
Paranormal tatas.
Aye.
Oh, Mike, I
I
forgot how funny you are, man.
We need to get a
Oh,
T-shirt
dear.
made up with Mike's face on it. It says the paranormal titty slap.
We're already pushing the luck with our faces on a bikini, man. Come on.
I slapped a ghost with my titties. I can exercise a demon with my titties.
I don't know. Some of these Dolly Parton looking women, my God, they probably could.
You guys should make the new Scary Movie.
My camel toe has EVPs.
Oh my god, I just don't know. Like,
I can communicate with ghosts with my queef. I'll shut up now.
People are actually questioning if Mike's actually naked in the videos. In the chat.
I know, my God.
He doesn't get naked as far as I know. Oh, that's why he zoomed in so much.
Yeah.
I
That's
bet
just a joke. Come on. This is another thing. People don't really investigate. We're just going to make fun of this situation right here. People freaking out about the word naked in Mike's name. It's like people don't actually look into shit anymore, you know?
No.
That's part of the problem that allows all these fakers to prosper.
I've explained my name. I've explained that name so many times, but I just let people go with it. Go, yeah, I have my dick swinging out right now. So
Can I take a guess what it means? Because I haven't heard you explain. Can I take a guess? Judging by the fact it's called the naked Bigfoot, I'm assuming this is in relation to Bigfoot's covered in fur, and you're not. Am I right?
Yes. Very good.
Is that? Am I right? So you're a
That's
naked
part of the
Bigfoot.
ballpark.
That's
Okay. Part of it. I mean, Jesus, it's just funny to watch. I was like, really?
It's like
They're not. I was gonna subscribe to, but the word naked threw me off. I was like, he's not actually nude, dude. It's
I
YouTube.
flash my shit, dude. I flash my shit all over the camera like Sharon Stone. I mean, it's all over the place.
I mean, I showed someone's
worry
bum once
about
on YouTube and they got banned. So.
Oh God.
By the way, if Sharon Stone is watching this, call me.
Check the links below. We can get you in communication with him.
You can find out. You can find out if he's really wearing clothes in his videos by subbing on the links below.
Yes.
I mean,
check him out.
We can do Naked Bigfoot After Dark. I mean, like, we can do that.
Oh.
There you go, Lex. It's 2 years. You can go. Lex? Why don't you go? Why don't you go to that? Why don't you go to West Virginia and visit Mike, and he'll take you up into the mountains one?
I do not live in West Virginia. Oh my God.
That's probably why I won't go there, because he doesn't live there.
I do. West Virginia. No. West Virginia is evil. I do not live in West Virginia.
Right. New York State, then.
Yeah, Smith family's in the chat promoting their OnlyFans, so why the hell not? This episode's already off the rails.
Do you know how many times whenever I use the hashtag Naked Bigfoot on Twitter, how many times OnlyFans.com contacts me every fucking time I use that hashtag? We can help promote your videos, Naked.
Oh
my God.
I mean, I can do it. I mean,
the internet nowadays, man. I can't. Have you noticed that everyone who's a girl nowadays seems to be an OF model?
Yeah.
And it's like, why? Yeah. Like, I don't have anything against people that do that kind of stuff. Like, you do you, honey. I don't give a shit. But it seems like everyone's doing it now. Like, I can't. Like, I got rid of TikTok for that reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of paranormal titty smackers on there too. So.
I was just like, I can't be bothered. I was like, why, man? Like this was an app for kids to dance to, make dance videos, be cool on it, do these stupid fucking dances and whatnot.
But
And
there's
now every
dude,
time
there's
you scroll down,
dicks,
it's
ass, and
fucking
titties everywhere. Yeah.
everywhere, man.
TikTok
It's a
goes off
fucking
of your
plague.
search history there, Lex. You may be incriminating
Yeah.
yourself.
Everyone I watch is fucking paranormal dudes. That's who I had on it.
Okay, we believe
All
you.
right.
Mhm.
I just don't get
Is there
it.
still are there still people in the chat room watching this?
Yeah, there is.
Shockingly, yes.
Here's
Yeah.
paranormal fake people are just as annoying as OnlyFans people. There you go. You're just as fucking cretinous and annoying. I don't give a fuck about your content. There you go.
I'd rather get a proctology exam from Freddy Krueger than watch some of their shit. So.
And some of the people, man. I mean, chicks are smart, man. Chicks are smart. There's a thing I saw on Reddit the other day where someone was kicking off at an OnlyFans girl, and it made me laugh. He was like, I subscribed to this person, and it was just her Instagram page, but she was getting paid like $100 for the subscription, and I was like, that's how they get you. They just showed it was like word, picture for picture. It was her Instagram page on OnlyFans. It was amazing, and I was like, yeah, but this I mean, it's the thing. They know that dudes will buy it. That's why it's not their fault really, but it is still annoying. But it was just made me laugh, and I was like, well, stop buying OnlyFans of things then. Just don't, and then you'll be
I'd probably
fine.
be a fucking millionaire if I did OnlyFans and just took some of the pictures and go, hey, if you want to see my vagina, join the Naked Bigfoot's OnlyFans.
My God.
Chicks have it made, man. I mean, the money they make off of it.
I know.
I can see why they're all doing it. I mean, not all of them are making that much money. Obviously, there are some people that have made it because they think they're going to make that much money, and it must be so like bad to the self-esteem when they don't even make anything, when no one subscribes to it.
They they show everything. I mean, they pretty much shove the camera up their cooch and they make no money.
Oh my God, it just makes me laugh. I was like, oh, I mean, and they still put it in their Insta bio. They're like, oh, I'm an OF girl. No, are you? Or did you just make an account?
No, you've shown us pictures of the back cave, honey, and nobody paid for it.
Oh, it's just this fucking generation of people, man. Like, what happened? This, like 10 years ago,
I know.
Chicks wouldn't want to do this to themselves.
I
mean, some would do it.
I sent dick pics to people like when the internet first started up good. I've been one of the founders of the dick pic movement. So
the dick pic movement.
Naturally, that didn't live on very well. So short.
But it was really hard to live up to Mike's pre-game when he did it.
People still ask, you're the Naked Bigfoot. Can we see your little foot? Sure, but it ain't too little. I mean, here's the most recent dick pic I have. I mean, good.
Okay, but just remember, it's been kind of cold.
Oh, when it's cold, it's still impressive. I mean, when it gets
if I should say so myself,
it'll put your eyes out, dude. It'll go across the room on your ass.
If you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe to Mike's OnlyFans.
Ron Jeremy did selfies with my penis. I'm just saying. He was impressed. He was greatly impressed by it.
Oh my lord!
Oh my god!
I love this, by the way, because see in about 200 years' time, if the humans have obliterated themselves, the people of that time will look back upon this video.
Oh, we deserve to have been fucking killed off at this rate. Jesus Christ!
Oh,
what a waste of human potential we've become.
I know.
Yep.
Hey, I'm old and retired. I can get away with this shit now. So.
There was a thing they were going to send a thing up into space with nudes on it.
I mean, I
show nudes to aliens. They're like,
dude, I mean, I sent out so many dick pics into the atmosphere. I mean, there's got to be somewhere on some planet somebody's looking at my dick right now. So.
I used to be a cyber simp, so.
They haven't come here. They must be afraid of it because they haven't come to try to touch me yet. So. Apparently,
that's why they've not been around, eh?
Exactly. That's why the aliens are not invading, because my dick scares everybody. It scares all the aliens away.
Oh, Lord above.
My milkshake does not bring the aliens to the
yard. Oh my god!
My god!
This is just ridiculous.
Am I going to get sued?
Probably. Fuck it.
Who sung that song? Who wrote that song?
I actually know that name. I used to sing that. I actually danced naked outside during a party one time. It was really fucking cool too. I mean, I had my shit swinging in the wind. I was bruised in places I didn't get bruised at. So.
I can imagine the Boy Scout encampment marching over the mountain, you know.
Oh, dude, there's so many videos.
Oh,
probably,
God.
There's probably so many bad videos of me out there, like naked running down to a pond or taking a shit in somebody's roses or something. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff. I'm proud of it too.
Yeah,
well, I can't wait to.
It's on that touchy note that I'm gonna have to go.
Catch you later, Lex. It was good having you on, Lex. Honestly,
I just needed to pop in and just tell people that fakes are pieces of shit.
Yeah,
you know, anytime you need me to spread that message, boys, I'll come back and do it.
All right.
Well, catch you later, bud, and thanks.
I love you guys. I'll see you soon.
We're gonna, dude. We're gonna have to put an X-rated channel on the fucking TV network. Oh my god.
Well,
anytime you want me on to talk about my dick, you can always have me.
Ciao.
Actually, Lex, that's what we'll do. We'll bring out an X-rated channel just for Mike. Confessions of Mike the Naked Bigfoot coming to the network.
What is my dick doing today? We can do this.
Dakota looks like he's having a nervous breakdown. So we'll end the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to this absolutely amazing show. And next week we have Dave Schrader coming on. So that's got to be awesome, you know. And I'll need to get him Mike the Naked Bigfoot. I'll need to get you the autograph for him, you know.
Dude, if I could have Dave Schrader's babies, I would. I fucking love Dave Schrader. He could do whatever he wants to do.
We'll see.
And he just canceled on us.
He's getting visions if you're running towards him.
And ironically, he was at a Bigfoot event this weekend in Oregon.
There you go. You need to do a spell tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. And please check out, if you're new in the podcast world, please go to Mike the Naked Bigfoot's videos and channel. Give him a subscribe.
God.
Check out Sex and the Paranormal, one of the best he's ever done. And honestly, check out Sex and the Paranormal, one of the best videos that Mike has ever done. And I think everybody should enjoy it. So catch you all later, guys, and thank you for coming.
Bye, guys.
Bye.